Question is, how does my team organize and juggle between myriad of tasks and projects simultaneously, and what tools do we use to facilitate multitasking, and what do I think the key components and best tools are used in this domain? Well, first of all, I'm going to share my thoughts on multitasking. There's been a lot of research done that it isn't actually multitasking, it's task switching. And it comes from the first computers that were wanting to be efficient and effective in the way that they processed, because computer time was so valuable and so expensive that they had to had to develop the system. So they had this queue, if you will. So the next one in line would, and then it would switch off. And that's what happens when we multitask, because we're not really multitasking. It really isn't possible to do two things effectively at the same time. So it's better to focus on the one and then focus on the next one. And there's been a lot of research as well about deep work and creating blocks of time or space in order to be able to do a deep dive. Now, at the same time, it's like a mother who has more than one child. So it's all the balls are important. All the clients are important. I have multiple clients. In many cases is upwards of 20 to 30 at any one time, all in different stages and processes of putting their home on the market and or buying a home and having the home go through the process of contract to settlement. And so there has to be some system for tracking. And I'm a firm believer that the checklist and the tracking and holding the checklist accountable is key, because what can happen without those systems in place is what I call fire drills and emergencies. Our niece is an emergency room surgeon, and she sees many people come in that are not true emergencies, and they should be setting up an appointment to go see a general practitioner or an internist and not coming to the emergency room. And the same with fire drills. They're valuable in the sense that if there is truly a fire, you want all hands on deck and you want everybody focusing and paying attention to put out the fire. But if it's not truly a fire, then all that energy is being expended that could be invested in other ways in a more effective and efficient manner. So the checklist, these systems will put into place to minimize fire drills and emergencies.